All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Do well. Salute, man. Much love to you, sincere brothers who push this truth week in and week out, man. Y'all brothers stay strong. We almost home, and yeah, man. As you can see on your screen, it says life insurance deaths up 40%. Dr. Robert Malone's chilling analyst. So this website is called a Desert Review, and they basically got an article, and you can just look this up. All you gotta do is go to Google and type in death is up 40% in working age people. I think it's like 18 to 65. So it's gonna say it in this article, I think. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna read into this, man, because this 40%, that's hellas, man. And with this report coming out, they're trying to say it's not CV related. Y'all know CV-19. I can't really say. You know, there's a certain word you can't say. It's not related to that or whatever. Or it's not related to that juice. But we know it's all related. But this is pretty good, man. Pretty good article, man. It's the spirit of the Lord sweeping through this place, man. You know, the spirit of death. The Most High sending them death angels through this bitch. But man, that's all I've been hearing about is who just died. But I'm gonna read some of this for y'all, man. And of course, I'm gonna put some scriptures to it. Before I start, I'm gonna hit 2 Esdras 15:5. It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled," man. I want to say this before I read this article. The Lord said he was going to bring death. You got all these so-called truthers and these whistleblowers and people who listen to so-called conspiracy theories. And I'm talking about the ones that don't know the truth or don't acknowledge the truth for being the truth. They're pointing that finger at Fauci, Bill Gates of hell, Biden, and even Trump, because what Trump called himself, Trump deemed himself the father of the father of the juice, man. You know you can't say the V word, so I keep almost slipping up and saying it, but y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. So they point their fingers at them, but here it is. Ultimately, it's the Most High putting the spirit on them to create this so-called this pandemic to bring death. So ultimately, it's the Most High is bringing death, man. You know? Ultimately, it's the Most High. Why? Because of the wickedness of the people here. Starting with Esau, Edom, the rulers of this goddamn place. This is their society, right? This is their kingdom. And we like, well, in this society, we like roaches. I'm talking about us Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. We like roaches to them, you know? They hate our guts. We're not even second-class citizens. The other immigrants are second-class citizens, man. I tell you what, Esau the first-class citizen. Then you got the nigger woman. She right there, second class. Right along with the immigrants and all these other different nationalities. And the Trinis and the LGBTs, they all second-class citizens. Then you got the Latinos, they third class. Then you got us, we fourth or fifth class, man. You know, right along with the Native Americans. So, yeah. So it says, I'm going to read this article. It says, life insurance industry sounds alarm. The alarm. It says, according to the CEO of One America, a national life insurance corporation headquartered in Indiana, deaths are up 40% in the third quarter of 2021. Woo! And it's only going to keep going up. These deaths are primarily non-COVID deaths among workers aged 18 through 64, which that non-CV, that's a lie. You know, all that shit is related to this scamdemic. All of it is related. And really the juice is what's causing all the death, though. Not the CV-19, it's the juice, the snake venom, the poison. It says Scott Davidson sounded the alarm in a business conference call to his industry veteran. It says, I'm going to scroll on down. It says, Dr. Robert Malone, chief architect of the mRNA vaccine technology, commented on these findings in a trial site news op-ed, which came from his Substack article. It is republished below. I'm keep reading. Okay, this is by Dr. Robert Malone. A seasoned stock analyst colleague texted me a link today, and when I clicked it open, I could hardly believe what I was reading. What a headline. Indiana Life Insurance CEO says deaths are up 40% among people ages 18 through 64. Whew. This headline is a nuclear truth bomb, masquerading as an insurance agent's dry manila envelope full of actuarial tables. People frequently write to Jill and myself, people we have never met. They call, they arrive at the forum by appointment or announced. They fill our email inboxes with their inquiries. They all want something, time, attention, and interview. Many want to tell us about their fear, illnesses, nightmares, or what often seems like outright paranoid conspiracies. And then over time, these fears and conspiracies keep getting confirmed. As Jen Jeklik, a senior editor with the Epoch Times, recently said to me, it is getting harder and harder to tell which ones are mere conspiracy theories and which are true reality. One forum visitor told me of his foreshadowing massive numbers of deaths within 3 years consequent to the genetic juice and serpent bites. That this was all about the Great Reset and the depopulation agenda by the way, the Great Reset is the New World Order. It says, in the depopulation agenda of the World Economic Forum. I tried to reassure him that, in my opinion, this was highly unlikely. Okay, yeah. While privately thinking about how easily people fall into this type of conspiracy ideation. Hold on. Okay. And how I need to be careful to avoid going there when confronting so many public health decisions that appear either incompetent or nefarious. At the time, I only knew of the WEF as the host of a big annual party in Davos, Switzerland, where the uber rich and the whale oligarchy of the Western nations went to watch TED Talks, drink the best wine, see and be seen. Silly me, what a long, strange trip this has been, I doubt. Okay, I'm going to skip that. Okay, but I am wondering from a point that I am afraid to clearly state. It is starting to look to me like the largest experiment on human beings in recorded history has failed. And if this rather dry report from a senior Indiana life insurance executive holds true, then Rainer Feldman's crime against humanity push for convening new Nuremberg trials start to look a lot less quixotic and a lot more prophetic. Here's what lit me up in a report from the Center Square contributor Margaret Minge. Okay, the head of Indianapolis-based insurance company One America said the death rate is up a stunning 40% from pre-pandemic levels among working-age people. We are seeing right now the highest death rates we have seen in the history of this business. Not just at One America, the company CEO Scott Davidson said during an online news conference this week, the data is consistent across every player in that business. Oh, so it's just not One America. It's just not that insurance company seeing the death rates up 40%. It's consistent amongst every company that's in the insurance business seeing death rates up 40%, man. It says One America is $100 billion insurance company that has had its headquarters in Indianapolis since 1877. The company has approximately 2,400 employees and sells life insurance, including group life insurance to employers in the state. Davidson said the increase in deaths represents huge numbers, and that it's not elderly people who are dying, but primarily working age people 18 to 64, who are the employees of companies that have group life insurance plans through One America. And what we saw just what we saw just in third quarter, we're seeing it continue into fourth quarter, is that death rates are up 40% over what they were. And what we saw just in third quarter, we're seeing it continue into fourth quarter is that death rates are up 40% over what they were pre-pandemic, he said. Just to give you an idea of how bad that it is, a 3 sigma or a 1 in 200-year catastrophe would be 10% increase over pre-pandemic, he said. So 40% is just unheard of. So what is driving the unprecedented surge in all-cause mortality? We know what's driving it. Your sins, your wickedness is driving it, man. The wickedness of you people, man. Matter of fact, let me read that again. 2 Esdras 15:5. It says, behold, says the Lord. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, a sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. The hurtful works are fulfilled. Wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That's why the Lord is bringing that sword, famine, death, and destruction, man. That's why he's bringing that death. That's why death is up 40%, because of your own wickedness, man. Yeah, we can go and say, yeah, they created this pandemic. Yeah, we know that. But God put it in their spirit to do this, man. The Most High put it in their spirit to create this pandemic because of the wickedness of you damn people. See, Fauci is a spirit created for vengeance. Bill Gates is a spirit created for vengeance. Biden, Trump, all of them. But they all going to be destroyed too, though. And they going their ass in slavery when the Messiah makes his return. They're going to be carted off into slavery, man. By force. You know? Under the Israelite people. They're going to be under the foot of the true Israelite people. That's the Negro, the Latino, Native American, man. They going into slavery right along with the rest of you damn hunkies. You Edomites, man. And you other nationalities, man. You Hamites, you Elamites, you Cushites, you Moabites, you Ammonites, you Ishmaelites, you Japhites, and all the other ites, man, if your ass ain't an Israelite. You know? So I'm going to read Jeremiah 28:8. For thus said the Lord of hosts. Hold up, wrong one. Okay, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So it's our job to come over here and tell y'all this truth and prophesy against this wicked ass kingdom. Because this is a wicked kingdom of war. It's the greatest kingdom of war, evil, and pestilence. Pestilence. You know? And what's going on right now? The big pestilence, you know, that's a disease spread, you know, all type of chemical warfare. This devil got all kind of shit, and he ain't even released the for real shit yet, man. That's gonna really be dropping people left and right, you know. But yeah. So we must prophesy. The men of the Lord must prophesy against y'all, man. You know, and bring the truth out on y'all ass, which is y'all kryptonite. Yes, the truth is your kryptonite, Esau. It says, so I'm going to continue reading. Most of the claims for death being filed are not classified as CV-19 deaths. Davidson said, what the data is showing to us is that the deaths that are being reported as COVID deaths greatly understate the actual death losses among working age people from the pandemic. It may not all be COVID on their death certificate, but deaths are up just huge numbers. At a minimum, based on my reading, one has to conclude that if this report holds and is confirmed by others in the dry world of life insurance actuaries, we have both a huge human tragedy and a profound public policy failure of the U.S. government and the U.S. HHS system to serve and protect the citizens that pay for this service. If this holds true, then the genetic V so aggressively promoted have failed, and the clear federal campaign to prevent early treatment with life-saving drugs has contributed to a massive avoidable loss of life. Okay, at worst, this report implies that the federal workplace V mandates have driven what appear to be a true crime against humanity, massive loss of life, and presumably workers that have been forced to accept a toxic V at higher frequencies related to the general population of Indiana. Furthermore, we have been living through the most massive, globally coordinated propaganda and censorship campaign in the history of the human race. All major mass media and the social media and technology companies have coordinated to stifle and suppress any discussion of the risk of genetic V and or alternate early treatments. Okay. If this report holds true, there must be accountability. We are not just talking about running over the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States and grinding it into the mud with any army of artificial intelligence power heavy infantry. The article reads like a dry description. Okay, so death is up 40%, man. That ain't nothing but prophecy, man. You know? And a lot of you Jakes got a lot of regrets. That the ones y'all that took that juice, man, y'all got a lot of y'all are regretful, man, and mad as hell. You still wondering whether you're gonna take the next booster. You gonna take the booster or not, man? You already took the juice, nigga. Oh man, but yeah, where I'm at. Let me see. I'm gonna just jump straight to Psalms 91, man. But hold on, before that, I'm gonna get Psalm 68. So yeah, before that, I'm gonna get Psalm 68, man. Psalm 68. It says, Psalm 68, verse 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto Yahweh, the Lord Almighty, belong the issues from death. Exactly. So the Most High, the issues of death belong to him. He the one that issues out death, man. You know? So he gives you the rundown all throughout the scriptures why death is sweeping through this bitch, man. Scriptures say the wages of sin is death. You know? That's your payment for all the sin. And we living up under the man of sin right now. So what the hell you think gonna be going on, man? The man of sin. Who's the man of sin? The man of sin himself, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, aka Lucifer, aka the devil, man. So you should understand. You should already know that death was gonna sweep through this bitch, man. You know? And I'm gonna get Ecclesiastes real quick, and I'm gonna jump back to that Psalms. Nothing but death, I heard. Ecclesiastes 7, verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning. Okay, it's better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. Exactly. It's better to go to the house of mourning. So us here in Great Millstone, we've been practicing that, man. We've been practicing being in the house of mourning. We're not out kicking it all the time and clubbing, you know, and just hanging out in all these social gatherings, man. All this fun, party and bullshit. That's not us, man. Some of us used to be that in the world, but now you know. This is an example of why it's better to go into the house of mourning. First of all, we're in captivity, so we should be mourning, man. We're rejoicing too, though, because we're at the end of this devil's rope, and we're at the beginning of our kingdom. You know, as he fall, we go up. He go down, we go up. So we rejoice for that. But overall, we're still in mourning because we're still in captivity, man. You know? So it's better to be in the house of mourning than let me read it again. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. So y'all niggas that's constantly in the house of feasting, you always want to go out and bullshit, man. Party and bullshit. That ain't safe no more, man. You might catch something. And a lot of people are catching something now, man. You might catch something, man. And bring it back to your family and everybody's dropped dead. You see? You see? And I ain't talking about no STDs, even though niggas is out here catching them too. I'm talking about that CV, man. That Flurona. How they got the Flurona, the Omicron, and the Delta, and all the other shit, man. You know? You might catch you some. And on top of that, you don't supposed to be hanging around nobody that got that juice sticked in them anyway. Anybody that got that snake bite, you don't supposed to be nowhere around them. Because those are people that are going to take that mark of the beast when they come around, that RFID microchip implant. And those are people who have, if you took that juice, man, you got AIDS, bro. Hey, read up on it. It's AIDS in the juice, man. If you took that juice, you got all types of pestilences inside you. You're the person who's out here spreading all these viruses if you got that juice, because they stuck it in you, so you infected with something, man. That's far greater than CV-19, man. So you shouldn't be around them people who got that juice, man. So stay in the house of mourning, man. Sit at home, read the scriptures, watch some movies, do something, man. Enjoy your family. You know, go to work and go home, bro. So I'm gonna jump to this Psalms 91 and I'm gonna leave it at this. Because all this is just basically visitation of the Most High, man. He's visiting this wicked world, man. Starting with America. Starting with the most wicked, which is America, man. This is Psalms 91. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, the house of mourning, in this truth. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High, in this truth, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver me, Salaki. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. The noisome pestilence is the nuclear missiles, man. You know, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. There it is. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. It says now, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness. We ain't scared of that, man. But we're gonna be smart and stay away from people who've been jabbed, man, because you sickly. They done put something in you, man, that's gonna spread like wildfire. And you're gonna drop dead. It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Exactly. Y'all brothers, man, send up prayers that the Lord don't infect y'all with none of this stuff out here, man. There's all kind of shit going on out here, man. All types of sicknesses and diseases. Pray that the Lord protect you from it, man. And if you do got some type of sickness and you pray that the Lord purge that up out of you, man. That he heals you. You know? It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Exactly. It's going to get so hectic. We're going to be out here stepping up with dead bodies, man. They talking about death up 40%. Wait till it's up 1,000%. And we coming into them times swiftly, man. It says 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right side, but it shall not come nigh thee, the hopeful elect. It ain't gonna come nigh thee, man. Our brothers, hang on, man. Stay prayed up. Stay faith up, man. Keep your faith up, man. And it says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there, man. We coming into them times, baby. We in them times. We ain't coming into them times. We in them times, baby. So, hey, we must be circumspect, man. Some of us might get a little sick, but hey, we'll be all right. I know brothers that done caught, you know, the little viruses or whatever, and they overcame those viruses, man. You know, by following what the Most High commanded them and following what the Most High put in place as remedies against these type of viruses, man. You know, all types of herbs and all that. Different remedies, man, and praying that those remedies work. Praying to Yahweh Shem Shah that those remedies work, man. You know, because it all go back to Yahweh Shem Shah. But yeah, man, we definitely here, man. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shah. Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yasha Allah. And the Bible Ball.